Why is it that cryptocurrencies tend to crash much faster than they rise? In 2021, Bitcoin traveled from $30,000 to $65,000 in 102 days, and $65,000 to $30,000 in just 35. Hi, I'm Brandon. Welcome to Trading Mindset. Today we'll be discussing the age-old notion that markets tend to fall much faster than they rise. First, let's look at some data, which comes from Cambria Investments. We'll begin with the most accessible by looking at the best and worst days in various markets. Starting with Australia's equity market, best day plus 7%, worst day minus 25%. France's SBF 250, best day plus 11%, worst day, minus 13%. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index, best day plus 19%, worst day, minus 33%. And the trend goes on, with 11 out of 14 global markets experiencing worse days than their best days. But where does this come from? Why does it happen? Some will attribute the concept to leverage markets, stop loss orders, and margin calls, while others will reference Kahneman and Tversky's loss aversion principle, which we discussed in episode 2. Many explanations will reference a version of the idiom, it's easier to tear down than to build up, which I like. It falls in my personal favorites, but it's certainly the most abstract line of reasoning. It's called the Seneca Effect. In the 1st century AD, a Roman philosopher named Lucius Seneca sent a series of letters to the procurator of Sicily.
Whatever structure has been reared by a long sequence of years, at the cost of great toil and through the great kindness of the gods, is scattered and dispersed by a single day. Love, Lucius.
Just about 2,000 years later, academics began studying this philosophy in relation to both physical systems and societies as a whole. The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell, The Collapse of Complex Societies by Joseph Taylor, and Collapse by Jared Diamond all reference extended periods of growth followed by rapid decline. A few daring thinkers have applied this model to the collapse of businesses. Video rental giant Blockbuster, the once largest airline in the world Pan Am, and the ever stubborn to evolve Kodak all thrived for decades, but failed within years. Finally, in 2017, Dr. Ugo Bardi developed a mathematical model to depict this occurrence. He named it the Seneca Effect. Thank you very much for watching Trading Mindset. Like the video if you learned something new, subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of new episodes. See y'all next time.